You're watching
Project Nigel. That's Project Nigel. Welcome to Project Nigel. You can call me Captain Mustard, or the Radish Rambler, or Paul, or Mr. Roverman, or Nigel, whatever you like. In today's video, you won't find me messing around with Barry or Kurt, but instead, you will find me struggling to get Project Terry on the back of my truck. Now, yesterday's plan was to get rid of this car, but all those plans changed. It really does have to go today, but there still are some things in here that I could do with taking. So as long as I'm finished by this afternoon at some point, fine, I can go and get rid of it. But I'm not getting rid of it with bits left on that's a need. Come on. I took the dash out, didn't I? Took the dash out to get to the bits behind it. And the dash isn't really that great anyway, plus it's a lot of storage. But it's got quite a few bits of damage on it, so I'm not going to keep that, but I will keep all the wiring loom out of it. To remove all of this loom, the clocks have to come out, the speedo that is, and I must say it's much easier to remove a speedometer while the dashboard is out. And there we have it, the complete wiring loom from the dash. Another what I will believe to become an obscure part. Another common issue with Rover 25s is the back seats not latching into place. I've done it with a couple of them actually. You keep slamming the seat back and forth and it just won't catch in there. So this one works. I'm going to find out how you take it out and keep it. And while I'm at it, that bit of trim covering up the back seat is actually better than the one I've got on Nigel. Rather curiously, the easiest way to get to this back seat seems to be through the window, the one that I took out. It doesn't mean I'm going to be doing that with my own car. That seat's obviously not very good at all, but we can get to the inside of it like that by undoing those two screws. So this locking mechanism here is what I shall remove. And there is the item in question. I'm very pleased I took that out actually. Now this item is already reserved for Project Nigel over there. Yes, the back seats on Nigel aren't clunking into place very well. When it comes to MOT time, it wasn't working very well then either, and I managed to slam it a couple of times and actually get it to engage. So there we go. Nigel now has its own little box of items to fit in the near future. Now that's really disappointing. What's going on behind me there? Almost 1 o'clock. I thought it was about 11 for some reason. You know what I think? If it's worthwhile dragging bits of cable through the car for a few extra pennies, then it's probably also worthwhile pulling the back seat out to see what's underneath there. Mecha Bingo, fork, and about another £2 in coins there, I'd say. Well, I've had enough of this already, to be honest. Time really has flown today. So, without any further delay, I think I'm going to get my truck out and start the process of dragging the poor old thing onto the bed, and then see if there's time to do anything else after that. Now, I suspect this job is going to take half an hour with all the dragging and stuff going on and no wheels situation at the front end there. The main problem with dragging a car onto the back of a truck like this that's got no wheels on the front is, of course, you can't steer it anywhere. And what happens is this: the car wants to come along here and just kind of go off the edge of the bed there. That's not good. So what's the solution? Well, it's simple. Now, if I hadn't done this before, I would be worrying that this isn't going too well, but it's fine, honestly. That side of the car completely missing the ramp, believe it or not, that's a good thing, because it means that my ramp won't get any further damaged by having something sliding up it. This ramp's okay, and that looks at a not particularly good angle there, but it's quite easy to rectify with that super crowbar I've got. Just remembered, I did want to take the rear subframe off as well, and that's going to take a bit longer. How long though, I don't know. The front wasn't too bad. Well, was it? It was actually quite easy to undo, but take off, different matter. So I'm in two minds now. So just go and get rid of it, or go and get rid of it in the morning. Trouble is, in the morning I'll be thinking, well, there's no rush, is there? I can just do it in the afternoon, and then I'll spend all day on it then as well. I tell you what, it's surprisingly easy to slide a car on the back of a truck when it's got no wheels on it. So I think I'm going to sling a strap over the doors, over the front doors, while I jack the back end up. Well, this looks like it's going to be very easy after all, actually. Well, that is amazing. 3 15mm bolts either side, and it's off. Just got the top mounts and the brake lines to do. Look, I've done it. How about that? Subframe off, the back axle, I don't know what you call it on this really, because it doesn't really have a rear subframe as such. I don't think there's anyway. This is another one up there, but I don't think there is. And the shocker's off as well. Feeling quite pleased by that. That means I deserve a cup of tea now. And do you know what? It's the first time I've mentioned tea today, which is fairly unusual for me. I think we can call that quite a successful day, actually. The only thing to do now, of course, is to get rid of it. But also, I may as well fill it full of stuff I don't really want. Just junk, basically. Well, I must say that's been a rather satisfying day. Quite a lot done, and I've enjoyed some Aldi pasties. Some really good news. The engine and gearbox that I've taken out of Project Terry